everyone, I'm Miser Archer Live, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about why I disappeared for 2 weeks, what's been going on away from the YouTube side of my life, and furthermore, how I'm going to change my upload schedule to accommodate it. Now, before I get into the video, I do want to say, if anyone notices there's a difference with my voice, I'm not quite sure that it's noticeable anymore, but it certainly was a few days ago. I've caught the flu that's been going around university, which is what I'm about to explain in a minute, but I'm just at the tail end of that, otherwise I would have recorded this video sooner. I just wanted to wait until my voice was at least somewhat back to normal before I did this, because I didn't want to sound like a ghost or something, because I did sound pretty bad. So I just wanted to put that out there. So if you hear any like change of my voice or any coughing or anything, I probably will edit that out, but either way, you know why. So for most of you, you probably know at least some, if not all, of what's been going on at the time. If those of you follow me on Twitter will already know as well. But I started at university a couple of weeks ago. I actually started in the final week of September. It's a big thing for me because I've been off for a few weeks, a few months. I finished college, done all my A levels. For those of you who don't know, who don't live in England, that is like the thing after high school. And now I've gone on to the next stage up, which is university, which I'm going to be at for 3, maybe 4 years. Haven't decided yet. And it was a big thing to be starting that because it's the whole new chapter thing, as cringy as it sounds. And I don't know. I kind of expected that I would not be so heavily impacted by the timetable and not be so affected by like the demand that it's creating for me, but there's a few elements to it I want to talk about and just explain just a bit from my personal side rather than just talk about uploads, and then we'll get to uploads in a bit. But the way I want to tackle this is a bit more personal, a bit more kind of interactive, because I know that some people do really care about what goes on behind the videos and what's going on in my life. And for those of you who want to know that, then here's the video for you. For those of you who aren't really interested, don't really care, and just want to watch gaming videos, basically I've been away for 2 weeks and I'm going to be coming back next week with some more videos. So that's pretty much the top and bottom of it. But for those of you who can stay a little bit longer than that, I'm going to get into it and I'm going to explain it. So my tactic for YouTube the last 2 years whilst I've been at college was always to record on half days, days where I've got late starts or early finishes, where I can just go home, relax, do a few recordings, and then just relax on video games for the rest of the night and just play and just have a good time, or do homework, where that was appropriate. Unfortunately, my university timetable doesn't quite allow for that the way that I had planned it to. And basically all that means is, honestly, I've got a lot of time where I'm kind of just sat twiddling my thumbs between lectures and tutorials and stuff like that, because I'm doing maths, so there is a lot more of a demanding timetable. I've spoken to a few people and it turns out that if you want to pick a bad degree for the amount of time you spend actually studying, maths is one to go for. So I kind of dealt the short straw there, but I wanted to do a maths degree, so I don't regret it. But basically it means there's going to be a lot more time, and there's a lot of, for instance, like examples where I've got, say, 2 hours free between lectures, and I just kind of have to sit there and either do work or just twiddle my thumbs because I have no way of going home. I didn't actually move into university. I decided to stay at home purely because I'm used to the setting that I'm in. I like living at home. I'm comfortable and I'm happy. And also because it does cost a lot more. And as a student, I've got to think more about, money and how not to spend money recklessly. So if I can live at home and manage getting into uni to and from every day, then that's what I was going to do. So that's why I decided to do it. And of course, my YouTube setup's all set up. It's all convenient. Everything's, here ready for me. So there was no need to do any different. But the thing to remember now is that my timetable isn't as kind of forgiving as my college one was. It is a lot more demanding, and I have far less free time than I did in college. To be more specific and not be as cryptic, basically I only have a half day on a Wednesday, so I finish at 1, and on the Thursday I'm not in until 2 o'clock. So those will be the ideal 2 times for me to record videos now going forward. But the thing to remember now for myself is that on Thursdays I'm having driving lessons, I'm learning how to drive, so basically that whole slot in the morning is completely gone because I have 2-hour driving lessons, and by the time I'm in, I've got ready, I've had my lunch, and then I have to go to university. There's no time to record. So the only time I can actually physically record is a Wednesday afternoon now. It's far less time and far less opportunity than I had at college, but now I've bedded in and I've got used to my timetable. I've been going to uni for 2 weeks. I'm kind of in the flow of things. But that isn't the only reason, because sometimes I would record even if I had a full day. I would get home and just for a little bit before I'd have my food or whatever, I would sit and do some recordings. But that's less possible now on top of that because of what's called societies. And for context, those of you who don't know what society is, it's basically like a club that you can go to at uni. There are over 200 at my university that I could pick from. I'm currently only signed up to 2. But the issue with that is they start quite late in the evening and they go on for several hours. So by the time I get home, it's like 10, 11 at night. And when I get home, I'll even want to just play a video game to relax, but even then I haven't got the energy. I will literally just sit on YouTube and do nothing because I kind of don't have the motivation to do anything. And I know a lot of people can relate to that, when you've had a long day or a long week, you got a lot of stuff going on, you come home, you want to be able to do something, but you just can't because you haven't got the energy. And with uni, I've been finding that a lot more than I used to at college. At college, I'd have certain days where I'd come home when I've been planning to record and just kind of go, I don't really feel like it. There's no point in, putting a kind of half energetic attempting to make it a video, because I've always said to you, when I make a video, I want to make it so it's got all the energy and all the kind of liveliness that it normally has, and that it's no different from anything else. So more recently, when I've had free time, I've preferred to just spend it relaxing. And I know I've always said that, making YouTube videos is really fun and it's really enjoyable, and that's not a lie. It is. I do enjoy making them, but it does take work. Basically, it does take effort, and it does take a lot of kind of participation from me to do the recording, to do all the editing, to get everything to look fine, and then to also upload it, do thumbnails, do descriptions, do tags, do end screens, do everything. It does take a lot of time overall for each video to do that. And honestly, just with me starting at uni, I really just didn't feel like doing it. I had to get used to my timetable and get used to things. And having less time to play with, having less nights to play with where I can just kind of relax means that the precious time that I have now, I like to spend relaxing. But now I've got used to my timetable and I kind of know where I stand, I can, go forward and look into getting videos ready and getting things done for you guys. Now, the next thing to talk about is upload schedule, because those of you who have been paying attention right over summer, I've done my best to keep uploads to every Tuesday and every Friday at 7 p.m. British summer time. So, BST if you want to compare for different regions if you don't know. But obviously, last 2 weeks there hasn't been a video. The last one was about the Diamond Heist for Payday 2. That was uploaded. Hopefully, I think by the time I get this up, it'll be 2 weeks ago today. I'm hoping to get it up on the Saturday. We're recording this on Friday night. But honestly, I did record about 3 or 4 Payday videos before then. I had recorded a couple of Payday videos. I think I might have done something else as well, but I can't remember. It's been a couple of weeks, but I did record a few things before I made that video, because that one was kind of spur heat at the moment, because it only just been announced that the Diamond Heist was being remastered. But I just basically didn't get around to editing it, because the tactic I'm now going forward with a lot of Payday videos is doing the recordings for the voiceover and then doing separate recordings for gameplay and then overlapping them. So I did the voiceover parts and then just never got around to recording the gameplay, because I just wanted to relax. I didn't want to be, doing specific things like it, because it felt like a bit of work. It's enjoyable work, but it does feel like work, and it does require that effort, and I just didn't feel it. But basically now what I'm going to say is I've got the time, I've got the effort, and I've got the motivation. I've got used to my uni timetable now. I know where I stand and I know what time I have and what time I don't. And basically, I'm going to do my best to get videos out for you every Friday. And what I said in college was that Tuesday was always an optional thing for me. If I had a few extra videos and I didn't want to just do it every week, I would put an extra one up on a Tuesday. It became more of a regular thing in the summer, because I had the extra time on my hands and there was no reason why I couldn't. But we're going to revert back to what I said at college, and we're going to stick to Fridays every week for an upload at 7 p.m. BST. And if I happen to have another video ready, I will do it on Tuesday. And the reason I pick Friday for an upload is because it gives me the entire week to do any editing, recording, whatever I need to do, get it all planned out and done ahead. Even though I'll use Wednesdays to record, I might use a Wednesday to record 2, 3 videos, and then for the next weeks, I'll spend the entire week getting it ready, just whenever I have time. I'll start bringing my laptop into uni a little bit. I need to bring it in for some lessons anyway, for some computing math stuff. So I've got no reason to do some editing there. There's no reason why I can't do it, basically. So I will, keep that in mind. But basically, I'm sorry that I've taken this long to get used to things, but it's a big thing for me to be able to kind of change my lifestyle so much. And that is basically what it is. Because getting in at like 9 a.m. for university is, it's the same time start as I would for college, but my transport now takes much, much longer. It would take me 10 minutes on a bus to get to college, but it takes about an hour for me to get to university. It's a big step up, and it's a lot more demanding for me. It's a lot more time I just spend, away from home. And while I like the kind of independence of it and the kind of growing up feel that it gives, it's taxing and it does weigh you down. So I apologize I haven't uploaded anything, and I apologize I haven't explained it that greatly. I did say on Twitter that I was going to make a video explaining what had happened. So I hate to plug social media, because I'm not a person like that. You guys know that by now. But if any of you do have Twitter, please make sure to follow me on there, because any updates that I have, I always post on there. And the thing to remember with Twitter is it's not quite the same as Facebook, where if you don't have an account, you kind of can't really look at much. If you go onto Twitter and you don't have an account, you can still have a look around. You can still go onto someone's Twitter account and you can still see what they've been tweeting. You don't have to be following me. You can just search it. So if every now and again you're wondering what's going on in my life and you haven't got a Twitter account, just search me up on Twitter. Go onto twitter.com and type in @RedArcherLive. Have a look. But for those of you who have a Twitter account, please follow me, and then you'll keep updated on what's happening. But other than that, videos will be back to normal as of next Friday. So I know that's, basically going to mean that there's 3 weeks until another gaming video, but I would like to say I'll get one up for Tuesday, but I just don't know. I still have to get used to time. I'm saying I'm getting used to it now, but it is still relatively new. Whilst I'm used to it, I still have to kind of, get into the routine and get over it. But I mean, the only annoying thing now is that this timetable is only for 12 weeks. I have 2 semesters in university, and because my modules change between semester 1 and 2, so what actually things I'm studying, it means that next year in like January, February, I'm going to have a completely new timetable. So that's going to be a laugh. But anyway, we'll take things as they come. We'll take it one day at a time. But you guys need to know, every Friday gaming videos. I'm sorry that there's been this kind of big pause, but it's honestly just been necessary for me to get things done. And for those of you stuck around for so long, there is something else I want to just very quickly talk about. I am looking into plans of doing Payday 2 videos with subscribers. I've said for a while I was going to do subscriber matches. I said in the 3-year video I was going to do it for Payday. Well, to me, if I want to do videos that are less taxing and require less editing, why not just play with subscribers and talk to people and just make some videos out of that? So I'm going to do a separate video because I understand a lot of people will see this video and kind of go, not too bothered, I'll just wait for another gaming video. Because, a vlog or an update about, what's been going on in my life isn't something that appeals to everyone, and I understand that. But for those of you who are here, that's a heads up. That will be a video I'll be making soon and I'll be talking about. So keep an eye out for that. But other than that, thank you all very much for watching and thank you for your support. I haven't had any messages of people saying that they're disappointed or annoyed about my lack of uploading. Maybe people just don't care about the channel, but I don't want to be pessimistic. I want to think that people are interested to know, and that's why I made this video. So if you are wondering, at least now you know what's going on. Apologies again if I sound a bit weird in my voice. Once I listen to it back, I'll probably know whether I actually do sound like an idiot or not. But either way, thank you all very much for watching this video and for your support. It is very, very much appreciated. Drop a thumbs up if you're excited for some new videos and subscribe if you are new for more content coming soon. Other than that, thank you guys all for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Take it easy.